All right, here we go. All right, good morning, everybody. My name's Koyamatsu, and I'm a biologist for Washington State Department of Transportation in the Fish Passage Group. And I'm in Northwest Region, which is generally in the greater Seattle area. And today I wanted to share ways to make road crossing structures more accessible to all species. So in Washington State, we've been focused heavily on fish passage, and as long as we are spending the money, time, and doing the work, we might as well upgrade crossings to accommodate multiple species, encouraging all of them to stay off the roadways, and then addressing terrestrial wildlife habitat connectivity at the same time as fish barrier removal leads to engineering efficiencies, cost savings associated with planning and construction, and will have more long-term benefits. As we are all aware, many species are declining due to habitat destruction and fragmentation. Roadways are a large barrier in keeping wildlife from moving freely across the landscape, not to mention the safety hazards of animals crossing the roads. Bobcats will be my focal species today because they are the most widely distributed felid in the U.S. They are adaptable and they live anywhere from cities to forests to semi-deserts. Although their populations are mostly stable, they are still suffering from habitat destruction, fragmentation, roadway barriers, and wildlife vehicle collisions. So first off, we're going to take a quick peek at some elements that aren't necessarily habitat but are still important to mention. A structure's size can determine which species will use it. Elk and deer require the largest size structures, and although the bigger is better, I wanted to point out that even small structures will help a variety of species. Bobcats will cross through a structure that is only 4 feet wide and 4 feet tall. This means that not all hope is lost if there are factors limiting the size of a structure. Fencing is an important addition to roadway crossing. It keeps wildlife from entering the roadway and leads them to safe crossing structures. Wildlife crossing structures and associated fencing have consistently been shown to reduce wildlife vehicle collisions by 80 to 90% or more. Wildlife benches are a dry path or sidewalk along the stream that allows animals to cross under a structure. These are great for water-averse species and even non-water-averse individuals. Benches are also handy for maintenance crews. Mountain lions, black bears, elk, bobcats, among other species, have a tendency to delay usage of new crossings. Bobcats are predators. They hunt by stalking and ambushing prey. WSDOT does a great job at planting native plants to revegetate disturbed areas, but it takes time. In most cases, multiple years for plants to become established and grow large enough to provide cover. Other limitations may include plant species restrictions along the roadside, dependency on good soil prep, and lack of growth ability under structures. By including a variety of terrestrial habitat features, we can add habitat complexity and instant cover to encourage usage for a wide variety of species. Wood provides instant cover. You can cut a V down the length of a log, placing that side against the ground, thus creating an instant tunnel for small animals. This is especially great to have sticking out of a body of water for amphibians or other semi-aquatic species. Keep bushes, leaves, and branches on site. Scatter some around and pile the rest up. Brush piles can be great for birds, small mammals, or denning coyotes. Snags are also beneficial for a variety of species such as bats, woodpeckers, birds of prey, and even bobcats. If possible, keep bark and branches intact. Rocks and boulders can also provide instant cover, a pathway, or harbor bobcat prey species such as rodents and rabbits. Nothing in nature is perfectly flat. Lumps and bumps in the surface will add extra habitat complexity. Throw in a seasonal pool and you can create habitat for amphibians for water, or a watering hole or toilet for a bobcat. Observe features that are on site before construction begins. Save and use what materials are already around. And research what wildlife, big and small, occur in the area. When thinking about habitat features, remember to keep things messy, strive for full ecological connectivity, and don't forget about pollinators. Thanks for hearing me out, and if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to reach out to me. And that's all I got. Thanks.